Hey everyone, today we are diving deep into Hebrews chapter 10. And let me tell you, this chapter is like a flash of lightning that splits history in two. It's the moment when an ancient, never-ending cycle of rituals gets replaced by one single, finished act. We're about to go on a journey from a blurry shadow to a crystal clear reality. So let me start with this question. Have you ever felt that? You know, that nagging feeling that your failures are on a constant replay loop, way louder than any reminder of forgiveness? Well, Hebrews 10 confronts that feeling head on. It shows us exactly how a system that was basically a yearly reminder of failure got completely replaced by a final, permanent solution. Let's get into it. So, first things first, we've got to look at the old system to understand why a change was so desperately needed. It was a system of shadows, and just like any shadow, it was missing the real substance. Okay, so verse 1 kicks things off with this powerful image. It says, the old law was just a shadow of the good things to come. Think about it like this. A shadow of a person on a wall tells you a person is there, right? But you can't see their face, their expression, the color of their eyes. It's just a blurry outline. That's what those yearly sacrifices were like. They pointed to something real, but they could never be the real thing. They couldn't make anyone truly whole or complete. And verse 2, well, it just uses some really straightforward logic. I mean, if a medicine actually cured your disease for good, why would you keep taking it over and over? Imagine a headache pill that only gives you relief for an hour. You'd be popping those things all day. That's what these sacrifices were like. They never fully cleared a person's conscience, so the people just had to keep coming back year after year. But then you get to verse 3, and here's the crazy twist. Instead of actually erasing the memory of sin, these sacrifices did the exact opposite. They served as an annual reminder. Just picture getting an alert on your phone every single year on the same day that just says, "Reminder, you failed." That's basically what the Day of Atonement had become, a yearly spotlight on the problem, not the permanent fix. And verse 4 just lays it all out on the table, plain and simple. It says it's just not possible for the blood of animals to take away human sin. I mean, it's a value mismatch. You can't pay a deep spiritual debt with a temporary physical payment. It's like trying to wash a permanent ink stain out of a bright white shirt using only water. It's the wrong tool for the job. It was never going to work. So if that old way was just a failing system of shadows, this next part is the big turning point. The shadow fades and the real thing, the actual substance, steps onto the stage. Okay, so verses 5 and 6, this is where the camera totally shifts. Imagine this huge temple courtyard, just filled with endless animal sacrifices. Then, all of a sudden, they're all just pushed aside, making a path for one single, perfect human figure to walk forward. That's Jesus. God wasn't interested in more animals. His plan all along was for one specific person with a body he had prepared. Then comes verse 7, and boom! This is the declaration that just changes everything. Jesus says, "Behold, I have come to do your will." And this isn't some reluctant, "oh, all right, I'll do it" kind of thing. No, this is a willing, powerful proclamation. It's like a king stepping forward in his own court to accept a mission that absolutely no one else could ever fulfill. A mission written about him in the scrolls for centuries. I mean, just let that sink in. This one statement, it's the hinge on which all of history turns. That endless, exhausting, repetitive cycle of animal sacrifice is shattered in an instant by a single, determined will. The shadow, finally gives way to reality. So, what's the result of this? Well, verses 8 through 10 spell it out. The first system is taken away so the second can be put in its place. Picture an old, tattered, complicated contract being ceremonially ripped in half. It's done. It's obsolete. And in its place is a new, simple, permanent agreement, stamped with the words, "once for all." The old is gone, replaced by this one perfect act. All right, so now the author draws the sharpest contrast you can possibly imagine. It's the priest's endless work versus Christ's finished work. All right, check out verse 11. It paints this picture of just total exhaustion. You see a priest standing at the altar, always standing. He can never, ever sit down because his job is never finished. It's like he's on a hamster wheel, just endless motion, day after day, offering the same things over and over, but it never actually gets him anywhere. It can never take away sins. But then, verses 12 through 14 flip the script completely. This man, Jesus, offers one sacrifice, and then what does he do? He sat down.
That is the ultimate posture of job done. You can just see him calmly taking his seat on a throne. The work is finished. It's permanent. It's complete. By one offering, he has perfected us forever. And this right here, this just lays it all out, side by side. It's so clear. On one side, you have the priests, standing, repeating, never finishing. On the other side, you have Christ, sat down forever after one offering that did the job perfectly and permanently. The difference couldn't be more stark. This isn't just about posture. It's a universe-altering declaration that the debt is paid in full. And the promise that comes with this new deal? Verses 15 to 18 tell us, God says, their sins and their lawless deeds I will remember no more. Imagine God taking this massive ledger book with every wrong thing ever recorded in it and just hitting a cosmic delete forever button. The record isn't just forgiven, it's gone. And if the debt has been totally wiped clean, you don't need to keep making payments, right? There's no longer a need for an offering for sin. Okay, so because all of that is done, the question totally changes. It's no longer about what Christ did, but about what we can now do. A brand new way has been opened up for us. Now, verses 19 through 21, this is maybe one of the most incredible pictures in the whole book. In the old temple, there was this massive, thick curtain that separated humanity from the very presence of God. Now, I want you to picture that curtain being violently torn from the top all the way to the bottom, revealing this bright, open, welcoming path forward. That torn veil was his body. That new path is Jesus himself. We now have bold, confident access. So, if the door is wide open, how are we supposed to walk through it? Well, verses 22 to 25 give us 4 clear, actionable steps. 1. Draw near to God with full confidence. 2. Hold fast to the hope we have without wavering for a second. 3. Stir one another up to love and good works. And 4. Keep meeting together, encouraging each other. This is our response to the incredible access we've been given. All right, we're heading into the final stretch of the chapter now, and this is where it really drives home the stakes. We get both a very serious warning and this incredible encouragement to keep going in this new reality. Now, verses 26 to 31, these are really sobering. They talk about the danger of deliberately turning your back on this one final perfect sacrifice. The image that comes to mind is someone being handed a priceless, life-saving gift, and instead of cherishing it, they just throw it on the ground and stomp on it. That's the seriousness of rejecting this truth once you've truly understood it, because there's no plan B. This is it. But then, right after that heavy warning, verses 32 to 36 switch gears to encouragement. It's a call to recall the former days. It's like, hey, remember everything you've already been through for your faith? Think of an athlete, totally exhausted at the end of a long race, but they're gripping their trophy and they refuse to let go. That trophy is your confidence. Don't throw it away now. You need endurance to cross the finish line. And the chapter wraps up with this powerful choice in verses 37 to 39. It's like you're standing at the edge of a cliff. One person shrinks back, turning around and retreating into the darkness and destruction behind them. But the other person, the one who lives by faith, they stand firm, looking forward with confident expectation toward a light they can see on the horizon. And that really leaves us with the big question, doesn't it? The chapter has laid out 2 very different paths, the old way of repetitive shadows and constant reminders of failure, and the new and living way of confident access and hope. So the question for us isn't just about what we believe in our heads, but which direction are our feet actually pointed? Are we facing backward, toward the shadows, or are we facing forward, into the light?